Hey there, and welcome to this screencast about literary criticism and really what it is. So, I wanted to go over just some really important points with literary criticism. There's a lot of information that goes into this, but I want to keep it really general, really basic, just like an introductory understanding. So, what is literary criticism? Well, literary criticism at its heart is a comparison, an analysis, an interpretation, and or an evaluation of the works of literature. So you read something and there are things written by professional academics, literary critics that do all of the types of things at a really professional level that you're pretty much accustomed to doing in school, analyzing, interpreting. Literary criticism is essentially an opinion supported by evidence, and that part's really important. It's not just an opinion. It's not like this thing is good because I like it. It's an opinion supported by evidence relating to themes, style, setting, historical and political context, and other different things that are usually studied within an English class. It usually includes discussion of the work's content and integrates your ideas with insights gained from doing research, whether that be physical research or research being done in a database. And literary criticism may have a positive or negative bias and may be a study of an individual piece of literature, whether that be a short story, whether that be a full novel, or it's a series of works, a body of work by an author. If you're doing like a study on Poe, you can do literary criticism on a whole host of short stories just by that one author. To continue with that, so although literary criticism may include some elements to support ideas, I just want to talk a little bit about what literary criticism is not. So literary criticism is not a plot summary. It is not just simply a biography. It is not like just basic information about an author or just finding like saying any fault with it, with the literature being I don't like it because of X, Y, and Z, especially if it's not backed up by any evidence as well. So just keep that in mind, is that literary criticism is not a plot summary. It's not just simply a review whether someone likes something or whether someone doesn't like something. And really with literary criticism, you are always researching, reading, and writing works of literature, works of literary criticism to help you make better sense of the work, seeing how other people, professional academics, judge the literature, and looking at a piece of literature, whether that be a short story or a full-length novel, from different ideas and different points of view. And this really helps shape how you may view a piece of work. Let's just jump into what something like what a piece of literary criticism looks like, because for the senior research paper that we do here at North, you're going to be using largely spending a lot of time with literary criticism. So I have in my Noodle Tools account, which is the database research organizer that we have here at Valley Stream North, I have two pieces of literary criticism that I have found. One inside of the Gale Literature Resource Center, and my short story is, of course, that I'm doing here is The Monkey's Paw. And it's giving me some overview, just as I scan this, it's giving me an overview here of, just the story, some historical and literary context about where it's set, maybe what was going on at the time period that Jacobs was writing this story. It's, as I come down here, it's giving me themes and style. So it's analyzing the way that the story is written and the style that Jacobs uses, not just like the basic, who, what, where, when, why, and the characters that are in it. It gives me some critical discussion here, and it looks like it's giving me like some other works that it's comparing to, especially written by the author. And as I come down here, some really important things, it's giving me some other sources that I might want to view, as like a jumping off point, because it might be something interesting to explore. I also have an article here from ProQuest, which is kind of comparing what's going on in the story to an episode of The Simpsons that really satires it. And as I go down here, it's going into a lot of different things. It's talking about William Golding's Lord of the Flies. But as I come down here, it's talking about reinforcing the concept of the monkey's paw and relating it to The Lord of the Flies and also how The Simpsons satires it. And as long as this goes along with my thesis in some way, this might be something that I can use, and it might be something worth exploring. So this is what literary criticism is. And I hope this gives you kind of just a little bit of a basic understanding about what types of articles and sources you should be looking for your senior research project. Thank you.